Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a 15-minute yoga session to get you ready for your day. You may need a block and a strap or a belt, but let's get started. First thing you'll do is stand up straight, feet touching, and you will raise your right hand, bend it behind your head, and grasp your right elbow with your left hand and pull down and take deep breaths in for 5 breaths, and then switch to the other side, grasping your left elbow with your right hand and pulling down, pushing down. Then you stretch your arms overhead, grasp your left wrist with your right hand and lean over to the right. 5 breaths in and out. And then switch to the other side, grasp your left wrist with your right hand and lean over to the left for 5 breaths. And then you'll stretch your palms overhead and release, and then grasp your fingers behind your back, interlace them, and then puff your chest up. And then you're going to tuck your belly in and fold over with your fingers still interlaced. And 5 breaths in and out. Next, you're going to bend your legs into a chair position. Your fingers are still interlaced, arms overhead, and you're going to round your back with your forehead towards your knees. And then you release and fold over into a forward fold. Next, you will look up into a flat back position and fold back in, 1 breath each. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then you inhale all the way up, stretch up. And exhale, palms to your heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, flat back. Step your left leg back into a high lunge. You can put your arms on your right knee, or you can stretch your hands overhead and look up at your palms. 5 deep breaths in and out. And then exhale to the ground. We're going to do a plank all the way down to the ground. And now we'll do 5 cobras. So inhale, stretch your back. Exhale all the way back down to the ground. Inhale, curl up through your chest. Exhale all the way back down. Inhale, curl up through your chest again. Push your feet into the mat. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, curl up through your chest. Exhale all the way down. Inhale one more time up, stretch your back. Exhale down, push up into a plank position. And then down into downward dog. 5 deep breaths in. Push the mat away from you with your hands and push that energy towards your feet. You're trying to get your feet as close to the ground as possible. And after 5 deep breaths, you're going to raise your left leg up towards the sky. Tuck and round in your knee and step it through towards a high lunge on the other side. Once again, your palms can rest on your left knee, or you can stretch them up to the sky. And inhale and exhale for 5 deep breaths in. Keep pushing your feet into the mat. And after 5 breaths, we're actually going to step up to the top of the mat and fold all the way down to our forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, palms to your heart center. And again, grasp your fingertips behind your back and interlace them. And puff up your chest and stretch, stretch, stretch your upper back. And tuck your belly back in. And now we're going to fold over with our palms interlaced, our fingers interlaced, excuse me. And after 5 breaths, we're going to go into a chair position with our fingers still interlaced. And we're going to round our upper back and tuck our forehead towards our knees. 5 deep breaths in. And exhale all the way down. Release your fingers towards the ground. Inhale, flat back and rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. And again, inhale, palms to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, step your right leg back to a high lunge. And inhale, stretch your arms up and hold for 5 deep breaths in and out. Push your feet into the mat and stretch up towards the sky. And then exhale, we're going to step into our plank all the way down. Inhale up into your cobra for 5 cobras. Inhale up 1, exhale down, and again inhale and exhale down. Inhale up 3, push your feet into the mat and exhale down. Inhale up 4, stretch your upper back and exhale down. And last cobra up and exhale all the way down. We're going to push up into our plank and back into downward dog and hold for 5 breaths. Once again, spread your fingers evenly and push the floor away from you. Send that energy towards your heels, driving them close to the ground as possible. Now raise your right leg up into the air, tuck and round your knee towards your nose, and then step it through towards a high lunge on the other side. And you stretch your palms towards the sky if that's comfortable for you, and you hold for 5 deep breaths. And then we'll step up to the top of the mat and fold over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up, stretch up. And exhale, palms to heart center. Clasp your hand behind your back and interlace your fingers, and once again puff your chest up and stretch your upper back. And after 5 breaths, you're going to tuck your belly back into neutral and fold over to a forward fold with your fingers interlaced and your hands overhead. Now we're going to go into our chair position with our fingers still interlaced, our upper back rounded, and our forehead tucked towards our knee for 5 breaths. And then fold over, release your hands to the ground. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Stretch up. And exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, chest up, and then you're going to step your left leg back into a high lunge and come up. Inhale, and then exhale, we're going to twist towards our right leg. So tuck the outside of your left arm to the outside of your right knee. And you're going to try and snuggle it as close to the underarm as possible. And then press your palms together in prayer position and hold for 5 breaths. And then if it's comfortable for you, you can snuggle your left arm deeper to the outside of your right knee. Put your left hand on the ground next to your right foot, and your right arm goes up towards the sky for a deeper stretch. And after 5 breaths, your palms go back to prayer position, and you come back to neutral and step into plank. Exhale down. Inhale for cobra. And then we're going to exhale back towards our downward dog position for 5 deep breaths. After 5 breaths, your left leg is going to go up into the sky. And then you're going to tuck your knee towards your nose and step it through to a high lunge on the left side. Inhale up. And exhale, your palms go to heart center. And you're going to twist towards your left leg, so the outside of your right arm to the outside of your left knee. And your palms are in prayer position, and you push your palms together and really work your way into that twist. If it's comfortable for you, then you're going to take the outside of your right hand all the way down to the ground and stretch your left hand up for a deeper stretch in the twist.
come back to center, and we're going to step up to the top of the mat and fold over. And then inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, stretch all the way up. And exhale, palms to heart center. Then we clasp our hands behind our back again for a familiar stretch. Puff your chest up. And hold that for 5 breaths. And then fold over with your belly in neutral. So tuck your belly in and fold over to your forward fold with your fingers interlaced and hands overhead for 5 breaths. And then we go into our chair position, fingers still interlaced, head on the knee or towards the knee. And then we fold over and release our palms to the ground. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale up again. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, flat back. And we're going to step our right leg back. And inhale into our high lunge. And once again, we'll go into a twist on the left side. So take the outside of your right arm as close to the underarm as possible to the left side. And on the outside of your left knee. And stretch up. And now you can take it to a bind if you like. If it's a doable thing for you, then go ahead and bind. And hold that for 5 breaths as well. And release. And we're going to step back to plank, chaturanga all the way down. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, push up and back to downward dog. Inhale, your right leg goes up, step it through. And once again, we're going to twist on this side. So once your palms go up, they come to heart center. And twist with your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Push your palms together. And then if it's good for you, then you can put your left hand down. And try and get that bind on the left side. And if it doesn't work, then you can just grab your trusty strap or your belt. And you can loop it around you. And then you can grab that way. That way you get a more even stretch on both sides. Then we're going to step up into our forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, palms to heart center. Next, we're going to step to the center of our mat and spread our feet wide. With your feet wide, your toes are pointing towards each other, and then you forward fold with a wide-legged forward fold. Then step your left hand to the center of the mat and stretch your right arm up towards the sky for a twist for 5 breaths. And then switch, right arm down, palm on the ground or as close to the ground as possible with the block, and left arm up towards the sky and twist. And then fingers back down. We're going to walk our hands back towards our feet, towards the end of the mat. And you're trying to get your head as close to the ground as possible. You can stay here or you can go up into your tripod headstand if that is a part of your practice. And hold that for 5 breaths. In tripod, you're trying to squeeze your elbows in. And your feet can be together or they can be apart. It's up to you. After 5 breaths, come back down slowly. And once I come down, I'd like to walk my feet in. And next, we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back and stretch our palms overhead for a wide-legged forward fold, but with fingers interlaced and palms overhead. And release and come all the way up. Now we jump our feet back together. Step towards the front of the mat for one last vinyasa. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, you can jump to your chaturanga and all the way down to the floor. Inhale for a nice deep cobra, stretch it out. Exhale, push back into downward dog. And then you can jump through to a seated position. And from there, lie down. And we'll go into our final rest, Shavasana. So this was a quick 15-minute practice. I'd recommend a Shavasana of at least a minute. And you can go about the rest of your day. Thanks for practicing with me. Bye.